Thank you for clicking on the video. As you can tell by the video title, we are almost to that glorious time. The NHL Playoffs is just on the horizon. In this video, I'm going to try to simulate what I think personally from my own bias of how this NHL Playoff format could end up being and how the rest of the season is going to play out. I was just curious, we're almost to that golden time for playoffs to start and for the real hockey to kick up. I'm just going to go team by team. I'm going to give their record prediction. Green is a win, red is a loss, and blue is a tie. I was torn between using blue and orange because in the papers that I've used, because I used to, I was going to simulate the whole season and stuff back when I had free time, but now since I have a full-time job, I can't do that. Like, look at this. All right, look at this, just for fun. No, I didn't complete this one. Hold on, where is it? Just for fun, if you can look, and you can see I tried to simulate the whole Colorado Avalanche season and stuff. And man, was I pretty off. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go from the beginning of March, but I saved myself some time, like a lot of time, because honestly, this project took way too stinking long. Like I've been working on crunching the numbers and like tallying it up since Friday. And it's Monday. So for the records and the rankings of how I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it by order, officially from the NHL website, not my own personal rankings where it's like, oh, I have this team this high or this team this low. No, we're going to start at Boston because they're officially the number one ranked team in the NHL right now and go from there. So Boston's record right now is currently 51-11-5. The remainder of their games, they have 15 games to go. I have them going 13-0-2. 13-0-2. Some of their big games include playing the Carolina Hurricane, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the New Jersey Devils, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Those two big games right there with the Devils and the Canes, the top three teams in the East battling it out. No, top four. Yeah, because the Leafs are one of those top teams too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So one of those could be potentially their overtime loss or loss. And so my final record for them that I have projected potentially again is 64-11-7. All right. The Carolina Hurricane. Right now their record is currently 44-15-8. The remainder of their games, they got 16 games to go. I have them going 14-0-2. I don't think this team is going to lose a hard loss like 5-1 or 5-2. I think if they're going to lose one, it's going to be over in overtime. They're going to get points from here on out. Their big games, I'm going to say, are going to be against the Bruins, against the Leafs, and against the Rangers, one of those hot teams that's up in the East right now. My final record projected for them potentially could be 58-15-10. The New Jersey Devils right now, currently, their record is 44-17-7. Some of their big games include, I put personally, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Boston Bruins, the Winnipeg Jets, and the New York Rangers. The remainder of their schedule, I have them going 10-2-2 with a potential final record of 54-19-9. The Toronto Maple Leafs, they've had a pretty solid, decent year right now. Their current record is 41-18-9. For the remainder of the season, I have them getting into a little bit of a slump. I have them going 9-6-0. Some of their big games include playing the Boston Bruins, the Carolina Hurricane, and the New York Rangers. Those top three seeds in the East, those four teams are going to battle it out, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Potentially, I have their final record being 50-24-9. Let's move to the West. First team on the West now, the Vegas Golden Knights. Currently, right now, they haven't skipped a beat with their injured star. They are 42-21-6. The remainder of their games, I have them going 8-1-4. Big matchups include West Conference showdowns between the Edmonton Oilers, the Minnesota Wild, and the LA Kings. I have them getting a final record of 50-22-10. The New York Rangers, one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now. They are currently 39-19-10. They did have a little bit of a slump there towards the end of February, but they have since turned it around. The remainder of their 14 games, I have them going 10-2-2. Big games include playing the Leafs, the Lightning, the Canes, and the Devils. Their record could be, by the end, when it's all said and done, 49-21-12. The LA Kings, another West team. Right now, currently, they are 40, 20, and 9. I think they're playing above a lot of people's expectations. I have the remainder of their schedule going as such: 10 wins, 1 loss, and 2 overtime losses. Big games include more West Conference showdowns with the Oilers, the Calgary Flames, and the Colorado Avalanche. Their record, I might be a little crazy here on this one, but I could see them ending 50, 21, and 11. The Tampa Bay Lightning, man, this team's going to get beat up, and they're going to get beat up hard. They have a tough schedule throughout the rest of this, same with the Penguins, but right now, currently, they are 41, 22, and 6. The remainder of their schedule goes as such. In my opinion, I think they can win 7, they'll lose 2, and overtime loss 4. Some big games include when they play Washington, when they play the Hurricanes, when they play the Rangers, the Devils, and the Bruins. So they got a lot of tough matchups coming up. I think they can end on a positive note, and their record will be 48, 24, and 10. The Dallas Stars, going back to the West, their current record right now is 37, 19, and 13. I have them losing tough overtime loss games where they go 7, 1, and 5. They play the Avs a lot. They play the Vegas Golden Knights a lot. So those are some big games. And the Kraken, then, just for fun, they host the Penguins, I believe, sometime in a couple weeks. So those are their big games. And then I have their final record potentially being 44, 20, and 18. The Minnesota Wild, right now, they're sitting on a good record of 39, 21, and 8. For the remainder of their 13 games, I have them going 7, 2, and 5. Their big games include a series against the Vegas Golden Knights, playing the Penguins, and playing the Devils. I think they can end their season on a hot note and have their final record be 46, 23, and 13. Some people would consider it a down year. They have definitely climbed back into the playoff race. Right now, they are currently sitting at 39, 22, and 6. For the remainder of their 14 games, I have them playing Avalanche hockey where they are their best. They're beating everybody. I have them going 10, 2, and 2 with their biggest games, including some West Conference showdown with the Stars, the Kings, and then, of course, playing the Penguins. I have them ending their record 49, 24, and 8. The Edmonton Oilers, they've been a little shaky lately, but they're starting to build. They had a huge win against Boston that everybody's forgotten about a few weeks ago. Their current record right now is 38, 23, and 8. For the remainder of their games, I have them going 9, 1, and 3. They're going to roll into the playoffs on a hot streak. I think their big games are all against those West Conference teams. They play the Knights, they play the Avs, and they play the Kings. So big showdown. A lot of it has to go towards playoff format and where they're ranked, but those are the big games that I have for them. And their final record, I think, can be 47, 24, and 11. Seattle Kraken, right now, currently, they are sitting at 38, 23, and 7. They have a comfortable playoff position right now. I have them kind of coasting into the playoffs right now. For their final remainder games, I have them going 7, 4, and 3 with big matchups against the Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers. Their potential final record for me, I think, could be 45, 27, and 10. The Winnipeg Jets, I have not watched a lot of Winnipeg Jets games this year. I need to be better at that. But right now, currently, they are sitting at 38, 28, and 3. The remainder of their games, they got 13 left to go. I have them going 7, 3, and 3 with big games against the Wild, the Kings, and the Devils. I think their record could be a positive note as they go into the playoffs at 45, 31, and 6. The New York Islanders, right now, currently, they are sitting at 35, 27, and 8. For the remainder of their 12 games, I have them going 6, 4, and 2. Big games include a couple matchups between these teams: the Capitals, the New Jersey Devils, and the Hurricane. 41, 31, and 10 is their projected record that I think that they could end up with. A lot of games will be important for these Islanders. The Florida Panthers are currently sitting at 34, 27, and 7. They're currently outside of the playoff picture, but for the remainder of their 14 games, I have them being on over 500. I have them going to 6, 4, and 4. Big games include when they play the Leafs, the Hurricane, the Rangers, and the Devils. I think their projected record could be 40, 31, and 11. The Pittsburgh Penguins, I am not going to give this team any, they're going to win this one. No, they have a tough schedule ahead of them, just like the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think. Right now, we are sitting 34, 24, and 10. We are in the middle of the hunt. Every game is important. I think we have big games against Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals, Nathan McKinnon and the Avalanche, the Detroit Red Wings. We play the New Jersey Devils again, trying to bounce back from the loss earlier in the season. And then we play the Boston Bruins. So we have a lot of tough games ahead of us. Hopefully we can sneak a few wins here and there. I have their remaining schedule going as such. I have them winning the easy games that they should be able to win. 9. I have some tough losses, 2, and then some overtime losses, whether at home or away, 3, with a final projected record of 43, 26, and 13. Trying to be as modest as I can, because it's like the odds are they're probably not going to beat the Bruins. They're probably not going to beat the Devils. But if they win the games that they are supposed to, they potentially could have enough points to get into the playoffs. The Calgary Flames, right now, they are 31, 24, and 14. They've been slipping as of late. I, with dumb faith, said the remaining 13 games, I think they could go 10, 2, and 1. That one's going to bite me in the butt. But some of their big games include playing the Stars, the Knights, and the Kings. I think they could end their record 41, 26, and 15, which I don't feel... 2-3 days later, I already don't feel good about that one. The Nashville Predators right now currently are 34, 25, and 7. For the remainder of their schedule, they got 15 games. I kind of have them being the punching bag for a lot of other teams to get those wins. I have them going 2, 11, and 2. Some big games include the Seattle Kraken, the Winnipeg Jets, and the Carolina Hurricane, ending with an even record of 36 and 36. And 9. The Ottawa Senators, right now, they are sitting 33, 31, and 4. The remainder of their games, I project that they go 3, 9, and 1. Big games include playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Bruins, the Jersey Devils, and the Canes. I predict that their final record will be along the lines of 36, 40, and 5. The Washington Capitals, there's been a lot of stories around this team and how it's just been tough sledding for them this year. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and be as honest as I can be. Right now, they're sitting at 33, 30, and 7. For the remainder of their games, with dumb faith, I said they could go 9, 2, and 2. They got some big games. They play the Penguins, they play the Islanders, they play the Bees, and then they play the Devils. I have them ending on a positive note where they could potentially sneak in and get that 8th seed with a record of 42, 32, and 9. The Buffalo Sabres right now are sitting currently at 33, 29, and 6. Remainder of their games, I have them going 4, 7, and 2. Big games include playing the Rangers, playing the Boston Bruins, which, again, looking forward, Bruins absolutely whooped them. I thought they could win that home game in overtime. And then the Devils, but I think they fall just short a little bit with the final record of 37, 36, and 8. The Detroit Red Wings, I give a lot of love to this team. Right now, currently, they are 30, 28, and 9. They got tough sledding in a lot of games. They might be too many points and with not enough games in hand to try to come back into the playoff race. The remainder of their games, I have them going 8, 5, and 2. Big games include playing the Penguins, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Hurricane. Their record, I project, will be 38, 33, and 11. The St. Louis Blues right now are currently sitting at 30, 33, and 5. It's at that point where it's like, do we reload? Do we start again and prepare for next season? The remainder of their games, I have them going 3, 9, and 3. I have big games, including when they play the Detroit Red Wings, when they play the Boston Bruins, and then the New York Rangers. Potentially, I think their projected record by the end, when it's all said and done, could be 33, 42, and 8. The Vancouver Canucks, it has been a very tough season for them. Right now, currently, they are sitting at 29, 33, and 5. The projection for the rest of their games, I had them also playing punching bag role, where I don't have them winning a lot of games. I have them going 1 and 14, no overtime losses. The Arizona Coyotes, right now, currently, they're sitting at 26, 32, and 11. With the remainder of their games, I have them sneaking. I want to change this quickly. I only have them winning one game. and 14 losses with 0 overtime losses. But I know with how much of a trap that Arizona has been for some of those high elite teams, I think they can definitely sneak a couple wins. Some big games include the Avalanche and the Oilers. They've been able to shut out Tampa Bay. They've been able to beat the Hurricanes, I believe, as well at home. So some of these games when they play home and host some of those bigger teams, I think they could sneak out some wins. The Philadelphia Flyers, it's been an up and down season. There's been a lot of heartache and disappointment for the people of Philadelphia. Their record right now currently stands at 25, 32, and 11. The remainder of their schedule, I think, can go as such: 3, 11, and 1. Big games include playing the Penguins, the Hurricane, and the Bruins. I have their final record being 28, 43, and 12. The Montreal Canadiens right now are 27, 36, and 6. I have them winning 1 game, losing 7, and overtime loss 5. Big games include playing the Lightning, the Bruins, and the Hurricane. I think they can get a little bit better. I wanted to give them some love, but it's hard. The trajectory of how their season's been. I think they'll end with a record of 28, 43, and 11. The Anaheim Ducks, they've also had a pretty sad and a setback season. They're 22, 36, and 10 right now. For their next 13 games, I think they can go 3, 8, and 2. Big games include more Western Conference showdowns between the Oilers and the Calgary Flames. I think they can end their season 25, 44, and 12. The Chicago Blackhawks, they've been an anomaly this season. There are some flashes of greatness there before the Patrick Kane trade. Right now, currently, they are 24, 38, and 6. I think they end the season winning 3 and losing 11. Big matchups include playing the Avalanche and the Stars. I think their final projected record could be 27, 49, and 6. The San Jose Sharks, it has been a really, really sad down year. Right now, currently, they're sitting at 19, 36, and 14. It hasn't been the season many San Jose fans have hoped for. I have, for the remainder of their few games, I have them going 1, 8, and 4. Big games include playing the Oilers, the Calgary Flames, and the Vegas Golden Knights. I have them going 20, 44, and 18 when it's all said and done. And then the last team, bottom of the bottom, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Right now, I think they're playing for stock in the draft. Right now, they're sitting at 21, 39, and 7. For the remainder of their games, I have them going 1, 11, and 2. Big games include playing their in-division rivals, the Penguins, and also playing the Rangers and the Islanders. I think they'll end their record of 22, 50, and 9. And they will also probably potentially secure one of those top 3 draft picks. The number 1 seed will be the Boston Bruins, and they will play host to the 8th seed Washington Capitals. The 2 seed Carolina Hurricane will host the Penguins. The 3 seed New Jersey Devils will host the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then the New York Rangers will play the Toronto Maple Leafs. Over there on the west side, I have the LA Kings surprisingly being the number 1 seed. They will host the Calgary Flames. The number 2 seed, who ended the season really hot to sneak to that 2 spot, would be the Colorado Avalanche. They'll play host to the Seattle Kraken. At my 3 seed, I have the Vegas Golden Knights playing the Wild. And then at my 4 seed, the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers having their showdown. This is how I would predict my playoff picture looking potentially. So we'll just have to see. None of these games are set in stone. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient and following along. See you in the next video. Peace.